System A has a smooth monolithic appearance created by concealed construction profiles. The ceiling tiles are available as demountable or non-accessible for the construction variants. Depending on individual requirements, the ceiling void can be retrospectively accessible or non-accessible. The system variation A2, demonstrated here, shows tiles with a demountable AW long edge. All elements in this system variation are individually demountable. A perfect ceiling is the crowning glory of every room. In order to achieve an outstanding result, you should ensure that the ceiling components are kept clean and dry during transport and storage. The underlying surface should be flat and level to avoid damage. The AMF tiles may only be installed once all plaster and screed works are completed. After the room has been measured, the reflected ceiling plan and thus the visual layout of the ceiling must be decided upon. Starting from the middle of the room, the layout continues in modules depending on the size of the tiles. Please ensure that none of the cut tiles are smaller than half the tile width or length, as the resulting appearance is aesthetically unpleasing. Starting with the layout in the long direction, the layout continues in cross direction, also in modules. Now we move on to the installation, where of course cleanliness also needs to be regarded. The perimeter trim is fixed at the required ceiling height. A variety of different perimeter trims are available. As a rule, corners are usually mitered. For right-angled internal corners, L-shaped wall angles can be butt-cut. Depending on the predetermined reflected ceiling plan, the hangers for the main profiles are marked on the soffit with the help of a laser or chalk line and then installed. For easy installation of the tiles, a hanger height of at least 100 mm is required. A T2438 main runner is used as the main profile. In contrast to a classic grid construction, the main profiles are to be installed higher than the lower leg of the perimeter trim. To fix the main runners, a spacer bar is used. These are available for the different module sizes. Spacer bars should always be located directly next to the hangers. This ensures that only every second tile is blocked by hanger and spacer bar. Now the installation of the first tiles can begin. For an optimal ceiling appearance, the exact alignment of the first main runner is crucial. There are several methods that simplify this, for example, laser, chalk line, or beginning the installation with the second and third rows. The cut tiles must be cut to the exact size and fit flush. To install the tiles, an area between the hangers is selected. This reduces the risk of inadvertent damage. In addition, there is sufficient space to subsequently install the reinforcement profiles for the tiles already installed. All AMF ceiling tiles can be easily cut using a standard Stanley knife. With the first row, ensure that the long side with the AW edge is removed. The remaining tiles are completed step by step. The corner tile is not cut exactly to size on the short side, but is cut 10 mm smaller than the clearance between the penultimate tile and the wall. They are installed as the penultimate step and secured with a perimeter clip. The first full tile is then aligned and installed exactly in the second row. The distance to the wall is then measured at 2 points and the tiles cut exactly to fit. To install the cut tile, the tile already installed is pushed a few centimeters to the side and subsequently pushed back. The ceiling is then completed row by row. The last 2 rows are installed together to enable easier installation of the 10mm smaller cut tiles with perimeter clips. The corner tiles, as well as both adjacent cut tiles, are demounted from the penultimate row. Every tile in this system is individually demountable for maintenance work. It is sufficient to slightly raise the tiles on one side until they can be pushed over the main profile. However, there is risk of damage in the areas around the hangers. Due to the asymmetrical edge detail, standard modular lighting cannot be used with System A. Lights with an asymmetrical edge detail are to be used. Additional measures are always required for other fixtures such as spotlights, etc. Depending on weight, either plywood or plasterboard mattresses, profiles or hangers to directly carry the load from the soffit are sufficient. There is nothing to stand in the way of a perfect result. Detailed installation instructions and further information can be found online at www.knaufamf.com.